I have a couple extra days off for New Year's weekend, so everybody had a little bit of free time. Uh, Everybody used it a little bit differently, but pretty nice, normal, long weekend in Alaska. This little cow's been here all winter, and she's on her own, and we don't mind having her around, but we have to kind of watch her when we're out in the backyard. That fence that she's next to, there's my raspberries are behind that. And I've got them all blocked off because if it were open, she would eat them and it'd kill my crop for next year.
That's good. Hi, food.
Oh, poor chickens.
It's all those pumpkins and food scraps in there.
Yeah.
Hunter took a front tire off an old bike and attached a snowmobile ski skin to it. Him and Bruce have been dragging it around the yard.
So we go out to the shed. And there's a pile of caribou hides under there. Mostly caribou. And this is my auxiliary freezer. We got turkey, whole bunch of caribou hamburger, some ice cream, vegetables, and 2 black bear paws. Okay, this is the typical Alaskan freezer here. Underneath the peas, I found a beaver hide from a hunting trip 2 years ago that we ate the beaver and never did anything with the hide. A fox hide from I don't even know where. Found some duck parts for Grandpa for his trapline, which I'm probably going to use. And there are the black bears. Yeah, I think we're just going to work on cleaning up the bears and everything that's not edible out of the freezer. That'll make Stephanie happy. So I got the freezer cleaned out last night and everything is in here and it's thawing out, but it's still pretty frozen. Well, this is probably going to be like a 3-day process.
Got barbecued bear ribs. Not really sure which bear these are, but they're really good because they've got they're very tender, so that you don't have to pry it off the bone or anything.
So I'm working on my fleshing in here and I heard a gunshot. Let's see what's going on.
There's an ermine bouncing around over here in the wood pile, and then I was getting my snow gear on to come out and shoot it, and it ran under the porch. While I was busy looking around under the porch, it popped up over by the wood pile again, and then it was hopping over this way, and I shot it right here. There's blood right there where I shot it, and it squirmed around for a couple of seconds, and then it ran back under the skid steer. You can smell them. It's like
In the skid steer, I can smell it. They got a real strong smell.
smell good smell. Well, I got it out of the skid steer.
Nice.
Smells really bad.
Smells like an ermine.
Yeah, and that smells bad. Oh,
Let's see it.
it's really white.
Yeah, looks like it got a little bit of grease on it, but there it is. Good job. Nope, go around that tree.
This is as good a time as any to have a discussion about the moral and ethical implications of trapping. I would look at it the same way as you would farming. You have a cow and you use the hide to make leather for shoes and belts, and you eat the meat. And well, here you have a cat, and we're going to use the hide, and we're going to eat the meat. An animal is an animal, and the killing is just part of it.
It's been kind of rough out here. This is like the first cat in 3 checks. So, and this time there's hardly been any tracks. So, which sometimes is a good thing if you caught them and they're not walking up and down the trail.
There are a mix of emotions that go on when you are harvesting an animal for yourself. I know I don't feel a particular sadness when I order that double quarter pounder from McDonald's, but I wasn't the guy that killed the cow. Death is just another part of life.
Gonna go and check the rabbit trap line out over there by our creek. There's a moose out there, so might have to omit some of the traps on the trap line so I don't get close to the moose. Got a trap out there, so I'm gonna have to omit that trap because the moose is there. So I'm gonna go check the other ones. It's on video. Oh, nice white one. Probably cook it up and make something out of it. It tastes exactly like chicken. I'll probably just boil it. Put barbecue sauce on it.
Well, found a whole bunch of old wool sweaters, and we shrunk them in the washer, cut them up, and now we're sewing them all together to make a huge quilt. It's gonna take a while.
Are you hand stitching everything?
Yeah.
Ugh. Will be nice.
It will be.
How's it going, Hunter?
Good, I guess.
I did this for probably 8 hours yesterday. We got caribou hide, a bear hide over there, 2 bear hides fleshed and salted over here. It's finishing up drying. We still got 1 caribou hide there, 1 caribou hide here. This is Hunter's bear. They're the final 2 caribou hides. There ended up being 4 caribou hides. So there's the other 2, salted and dried. 3 black bears, salted and dried. Got that fox boarded. This is Hunter's bear. His nice one from last year. That's drying up good, but I'm gonna put it outside in the freezer. Not really the freezer, I'm just gonna hang it in the shed. I didn't have a board for the beaver. I usually have some plywood ones sitting around, but I must have burnt them up for something. So after I fleshed that one out, I just tacked it onto that shed. It'll just freeze dry out here. That's it. 4 hours more of cleaning the garage, and I'll shove the car back in and go to work tomorrow.
All in all, pretty good weekend. We got 2 lynx. The boys got 2 rabbits. Bruce made some kind of complicated stew. It was good. And while my car is dead outside because it's been sitting in the cold all weekend, the kids spun circles in the garage instead of in the driveway.